One of our sort of cultural practices is when we have our two main Islamic holidays, we put henna on the hands. And I remember going to school and my teacher asked me to go wash off my hands because she didn't understand that this was not marker that I just kind of written. 40 years later, here we are, and there are kids who are in the same situation that I was in. The value of having a place where you can show up with henna on your hands and everybody just understands and accepts what that is, to me, is priceless. So I've been serving as a principal of the Sunday school here at the Islamic Society of Central Virginia for 7 years now. We have had anywhere between 120 to 220 kids, largely immigrant and refugee families. There are about 35 languages being spoken. It's important for children to show up as their whole selves, to really gather around their Muslim identity and to have an opportunity to be comfortable in that identity and to look at our differences as valuable. And that difference is a strength, and it's not something to be erased. It's not something to be apologetic about, but that it's something that can be the foundation of strong and sustainable connections. What I hope that I've been able to model is how to navigate our different identities in a way that is valuable to our own communities, but also in a way that engages positively with other communities. What solidarity looks like is I show up for my neighbors regardless of faith, skin color, or income level, or a lot of these barriers that sort of keep communities segregated and siloed. My vision for the next 20 years would really be that we are somehow able to break down those barriers. That's when we realize that the affordable housing crisis is one that equally affects all of us. That, the transit system is something that a good transit system would benefit everybody. I think it's almost guaranteed that there are struggles and there are trying times ahead. And for me, that is absolutely why it's so important to build the relationships and the connections, and that our communities will show up for each other. Showing up for meals in between crises, we're showing up for celebrations, we're showing up for important holidays, and that when you have a vision or an idea for what community should look like in 20 years, then I want to make sure that my activities and my days are taking me in that direction. In 20 years, my kids should have, one or more of them may have kids, which talking about grandkids is just blowing my mind right now.